Hello Pisces, this is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I'm here to do your reading today. I've already got the cards laid out and I've pulled, it ended up being 4 oracle cards, 2 fell out together. And let's just start. Now the first card out was the Emperor. And this particular emperor, he's kind of like standing on a bridge, like he's maybe at a crossroads or something, because he's neither here on this side or that side. He's very smart though. He's very intelligent. He's definitely been educated in some way. And of course we all know that the emperor is kind of like a father figure as well. So let's just go with that, because at this point I'm not sure. I feel like it's you, Pisces. You're the father figure. You're the emperor. You're the one that's keeping things balanced, perhaps. Maybe that's why you're on the middle of this bridge. You're balanced. But then the next card out is the Five of Cups, which tells me there's something that you're walking away from that was not... It's hurtful, put it that way. It's not like you have to, but I think you want to. And I think the decision... the Two of Swords here, I kind of wonder if the decision and this, maybe you're thinking about leaving something or walking away from something or leaving people behind. And it almost feels like you're really having to think about that decision, which also comes back to the being on one side of the fence or the other side. But right now you're like right on the top of the fence. You got to make a decision. There's a major decision coming up here. You got it twice, basically. But you're the father figure, or you're the masculine with a lot of authority. But if you combine the two of these together, and it's underneath there is the Justice card. That's a Libra. This is Aries. And this is the energy of any of the air signs. The true energy that this King of Swords holds. This is somebody that has a lot of Capricorn and Aquarius in them, a combined energy. But Justice is telling me that whatever this is that you're thinking about leaving or walking away from, it's going to be very hurtful and painful. But it also is talking about this is fairness. It's something that you need to do. It's something that the divine is seeing you as needing to do. Because there's probably something better in your life. Maybe that's what it's all about. Because the divine's not going to cause you to leave. You're leaving because you wanted to. And the divine is saying, yes, we agree. It would be more balanced and fair. It could be a job. It could be a person. Usually when it's cups, though, I always think of it as a person or people. And then we have, again, a decision. I don't know if the decision is about money. The Two of Swords could indicate that there's some kind of money that you're holding on to, or money that, or maybe it's scarce. Maybe you don't have a lot of money right now and you're holding on to what you do have. And there's a decision that may need to be done about that as well. But whatever it is, you're definitely going to have to talk to probably an attorney. Because the King of Swords is somebody that's very... He's the type of person that could be an attorney, a judge. He could also be a lawyer. Somebody that has a lot of education and authority. And they give the straight up answer. They don't, butterfly and rainbow it up. It's the truth. Whatever they tell you is their truth, and probably the truth. And then over here you have the Ace of Swords for your overall theme for the reading. It's almost like, with this being a truthful speaking person, I almost feel like this is you feeling like you need to speak your truth. And you need to speak your truth to somebody that you can trust. I feel like this is somebody you know, or it could be, like I said, an attorney or somebody like that can walk you through whatever you need to. Let's look at the at the oracle cards, the first one out was the angels and ancestors. Oh, look at this. It says High Priestess, harness mystic power. So there's something within you. You may have the ability, especially being the Emperor, which is full of wisdom. You may have some kind of gifts within you that you haven't tapped into. And it can be anything like intuition, or it can be anything psychic, maybe clairvoyance, any of the clairsentient. All of those energies can be within us, but sometimes we just don't know that we should harness them. But you're being asked to harness whatever your mystic energies are that's within you. They're gifts from the divine. And the energy card for you is, oh, a man holding a coin. Now this could be you, indicating that you may be going through some financial roughness right now. I mean, he's holding on to a coin, which tells me he's keeping it for himself, or he could be making a gift offer to somebody. Maybe this is a, I'll share this amount of money with you. It could be that. It also talks about a startup of a new relationship, possibly. And then the two cards that came out together are from the Lover's Oracle, and I'm going to read this one first because it would have hit the deck first. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. Wow. So you must be sending this message to somebody. Are they getting it? Are they getting the message? Is this what this Ace of Swords is about? You're about to reveal how much you feel for somebody? And then the other card was this one. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. So there's some kind of romance coming in your life, Pisces. Let's see. I think I will use this deck. So let's start out with the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? I feel like he's on the middle of the bridge trying to make a decision which way to go. But he's definitely thinking about having to leave a situation that's not fulfilling. There's people that are going to be left behind, possibly friends and family. Alright, let's clarify the, I'm going to clarify the Emperor, the Five of Cups, and the Justice, and see what we get here. Oh, okay. So you're showing, now the interesting thing here is the King of Wands in the book is the next one to step up to replace the Emperor when he retires or passes away. I'm not sure how that legally works, but this is also the Emperor. It could be that somebody has had to mature big time because they have a major decision to make, and before they might have just been doing their everyday thing, not really paying much attention to what's going on in the rest of their life, and something must have triggered it so that this King of Wands, he would have been graduated up to the Emperor, because there's something that some major change in your life is making you look at things in a more mature way. The Emperor is the oldest, and so is the Empress, but the kings and the queens are right behind them. That's interesting. Oh, okay, we got two that popped out. I'm going to take the bottom one first, and we have the King of Cups. You may be having to leave something behind in order to make some kind of proposal to someone. It could have something to do with money, but it's got something to do with possibly friends and families being left behind. But this is the decision you're going to have to make, because there's something. This could be a romantic proposal, or it could be a work proposal. You may be being offered, money, because it looks like you're really struggling right here. But your decision is your decision. It almost feels like, is the decision either love or money? A love or working harder? Or love or moving and finding work somewhere else? But it looks like love could be part of it. But again, this can also represent a business proposal that was offered to you and you're having to respond. And I think with the financial strife a little bit here and here, holding on to the little money you do have, it's almost like you're probably going to choose the money. But you have to make that decision. Just because that's what came out of my mouth does not mean that that's what's made for you. You have to decide, is it going to be something with love or is it going to be work related? You need to make that decision. And holding on, if it's a love connection, could be that you're holding on to somebody that you're very attached to at this time in your life. And you're not really sure about leaving. That's why the decision, the Two of Swords talks about, okay, is it this way or this way? Which path do I choose? Do I stay where I am or do I veer off and go to a completely different path? And oh my goodness, I wonder why this is in reverse. It must have been in that way in the deck. The Nine of Wands. This is telling me that there is somebody that is learning to let go of things from their past that may have been holding them back, which could have represent this Four of Pentacles that's holding on to things or people or money. But I feel now with the Nine of Wands, this talks about relationships, your soul's desire. And apparently there's something here that's asking you to drop all of that baggage and let it go by the wayside. And maybe this is part of your decision. Are you going to hold on to something that you might not get back? Or are you going to let go of that and then move forward with a proposal to somebody else? You got a big decision to make here. Very big. And this King of Swords could represent, now that I've got more cards on the table, it almost feels like this is you taking your inner authority and making the best of it and to make the right decision. Because remember, you still have that Ace of Swords here we need to clarify. I think you're getting ready to, this could be a crossroads in your life. People get those. Some people call it midlife crisis, where you need to decide, are you going to do this or are you going to do that? Are you going to continue the way you are, or are you going to make a change in your life so that you can make a better life? Whatever that might be to you. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. There it is. You're getting victory. You're gonna get it all figured out. And I do feel like you're probably more than likely gonna figure it out on your own. But whatever that choice is, that verbiage that needs to come out, or the truth or the clarity, whatever it is you're looking for, even freedom, it's gonna make you feel within yourself like you have a lot of self-pride that you were able to walk through that and eliminate, or walk through that decision and make the right decision, whatever it is, either way. Oh, I think it's beautiful reading. I'm going to clarify the Ace of Swords one more time. Oh, okay. This is the way the angels mess with me. Whatever your truth is that you're supposed to be speaking or making clear for yourself, because it talks about clarity, you do have a choice. You're either going to have a victory and it's going to be what you really want, or maybe it's going to be that you're going to leave. The Eight of Cups is similar to the Five of Cups, leaving something that's emotionally unsatisfying. And it could, in this particular card, it could mean family and friends, but there are people that can support you walking through that. Here, you're on your own. Boy, you got a really rough decision here. Somebody else had a decision too. I want to say it was Aquarius. Yeah. And then on the bottom of the deck, the Tower. So the Tower pops up when there's a decision that's very major and it needs to be made. If you don't make it, the divine will come in and shake your world up and make the decision for you. It won't be that they'll make the decision. The divine doesn't make the decision for you. Let me rephrase that. It will come in if you don't make your own decision and shake your world up to the point where you're going to have to make a decision. It's going to be a forced. You've got to make a decision. It's almost like there's a time limit on how long you can wait before you make that decision. So if you wait too long, you're going to lose everything. One or the other, possibly. Or you'll just be stuck until the next tower comes in. And believe me, if the next tower has to come in, it'll be in reverse. And that will be total destruction. Total. So it's up to you. It's up to you. It's a beautiful reading, but you do have a decision to make. You're the emperor. Take charge and make the right decision that's good for you. Good for you. It may affect other people, but you're going to have to, that's why it's such a tough decision. And you've got crossroads and decision. You've got to figure it out on your own. I'm sorry. I'm not a, what do you call those people that are like looking in the crystal ball? I'm not a predictor. I'm just a here's the facts kind of reader. The truth seeker. Alright, you guys, that's what I have. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, namaste. Bye-bye.